Good day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you back to Pamela, where, over the past week, I have made quite a discovery. First up, I could open that box, which is nice. Second, I have actually gotten myself the Pride Fist, as I call it. The Pride Fist. And you know what I've discovered about the Pride Fist, along with all the others? It is that they are different. It's just, they're not different. In that, the base weapon is different. However, the upgrades are different. And what do we know about the upgrades behind them all? Well, quite frankly, the Pride Fist is kinda bad, honestly. Well, not so much bad as it is lacking, actually just bad. Because the upgrades are different, and the Sin versions focus in damage increase, whereas the regular versions focus on such as energy use reduction, stamina reduction, just extra abilities for some reason. So it's a case of, well, you just kinda look at them and you think, well, doesn't that mean because the Pride Fist does more damage, it's better? Well, you think so, but then the regular one has ignore 50% of armor, and it's just like, okay, so what does that actually mean? I don't know! So, over the week, I just tested it. Fully upgraded Pride Fist versus fully upgraded Warden Fist. Exact same effectiveness all the way round. And because the regular fist decreases energy usage, well, in the end, I suppose that's the better one, personally. Myself. So for this circumstance, I'm gonna go with a regular fist. And all of the sin weapons are like that. They have massive damage increases, but they don't give the utility, which also increase the damage, like the regular ones. Primary example is the Butcher's Blade. So, enough of the sorting out weapons aside. What is the plan today? Well, I have equipped a surgical laser because we're going to the Geist. And in order to go to the Geist, we do first need to kill a couple more people. You know, if I could stop sweating. So, we need to collect nanite containers. And we get nanite containers from killing the nanite people. Like, no, that's a regular guy over there. Oh, but he's fighting a nanite guy. I was gonna say, my money's on the nanite guy winning. And apparently, because they take bonus damage from fire, it might be an idea to use the surgical laser. Wow, you dropped a lot of health items. What were you, a medic in your life? So simply put, we need to find the nanite people. And there is another one over there. And I just hit him, so time to bounce out of that place. Or I can just hurt this one instead. Look guys, I only need one nanite guy. So really, it's up to you which one you want me to use. Jesus Christ! Well, there's my one nanite guy, but also upgrading the... Wow, it one-shots these people, basically. Well, now I have my nanite containers, I can make my final piece to my nanite armor. So let's just head on over to my base to do that. Because, yes, I did spend the time making crafting equipment over here. Equipment bench. We need a hazmat helmet, don't we? Yes, a helmet. Boom. We now have a complete set of hazmat gear. Excellent. Excellent. We also have too much food. Please tell me I can store some in one of these containers. Crap. Alright. Well, we now have the materials to go and explore the nanite areas. As we can now just equip our gear like so. I kind of wish it replaced the original gear, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. Additionally, I really should just upgrade my whatchamacallit overclocking module. Am I going to upgrade the surgical laser? Honestly, no. Not a fan of it. Besides, we don't need it. Because I'm not an idiot. So I'm going to do this the intelligent way of exploring the geist, which is basically permanent invisibility. Yes, it's possible. Surprisingly so. You just need cooldown You just need cooldown fully maxed out, unyielding fully maxed out, adaptability maxed out, and then disappear maxed out. And then you've got permanent invisibility. On basically a when one runs out, the other one. When the cooldown goes off, you got 1 second to refresh it. But that's perfectly good. You know, I said that farming wasn't worth it. But when I can completely fill my inventory with farming goods, I think I'm completely wrong with that statement. So I'm just going to the shop, just to quickly check what it is. Upgrade cells, you say? Well, do I have the... Yes, I do. Let's get those upgrade cells, because... Well, I just ate something by accident, but hey, it clears up an inventory space. It's a problem with the bobbing effect with the inventory. Oh yeah, that also reminds me. While exploring, I accidentally found an echo we hadn't listened to, so...
A broadcast from the Eden cluster was received. We have been disconnected from the main grid. My queries go unanswered.
Which is pretty much when I assume the disease started taking effect. Really. We need to go to the geist. There are many ways for us to go to the geist. Well, there's many things for us to explore within nanite areas too. So as I am in a nanite suit, am I not? Excuse you? Immune nanite damage, am I? That completely disagrees, game.
Now that you've created the suits, you're ready to proceed to the communication array. Please proceed to the nanite-infested portion of the central courtyard.
Well, I'm in it. Here are the nanites. And here I am being invisible to them. Because, like, bloody Christ, am I going to do any fighting in this area? Considering the simple fact that I don't have my damage reduction of my regular armor. How much damage reduction is it? 21%. And it gives 10% damage reduction versus the Geist, which means I take 19% more damage than I am used to. Which is too much. So the nanite-infested portion of the central courtyard, you say? In other words, the Geist. Well, we're certainly heading over there. You know, if we can find an entrance. Right. Hello, Pamela.
The communication array is located nearby. Please exercise caution in this area. Some citizens have been infested with nanites.
Yep.
And are extremely dangerous.
We know that, Pamela. We had to fight them in order to even get the stuff here. What I do know, though, is I probably shouldn't be eating food from this place, but we all know I'm going to. Alright, then. We shouldn't really do much looting, because there's not much looting we need to do, but we should do this.
41% of the population did not take their temporal today. I have tried to dispatch seekers to several riots.
To several riots, you say? Oh, the place certainly got bad, didn't it, Pamela? We could ignore the sound of widows and reapers, because they're not in this place. We can't find them in this place. We're not going to find them in this place. What we need to worry about are the floating guys. The floating guys are the bad ones. There's so many people here, actually, in multitudes of different positions that were kind of looks to be like they're in extreme pain, but also being rather casual. Like the guy sitting on the bench. Well, up here is a dead end, so it's probably got some form of Pamela box, right? A vanishing shield, you say? Well, I should probably just go back and leave my regular armor in a box, shouldn't I? It's not. I mean, it's not like I can actually use it here, is it? Why didn't I think of that before? I just used a health thing by accident. Well, Parafox, your stupidity is quite well known and well documented, but at least you can claim it was on purpose, just so that you can just so you can pick up the vanishing shield. I mean, totally, the health potion is probably a lot more useful, if not totally redundant at this point, considering you don't heal using them anymore, and you heal entirely using your Pamela abilities because of that lovely little augment. But still, all the same. Well, we've got a compute cell and another shield, but I'm just going to start salvaging those things. A commerce module plus. Well, that's got to be worth more than a vanishing shield, and probably worth more than the food. Things have proven to be surprisingly quiet here in the Geist. Not many anything. I mean, there's this guy right here, apparently, who he can turn invisible to avoid. You know, you'd think the Geist a fairly straight line. So, if it's a straight line, then that means when I went this direction, I went the wrong way, and that I should have gone this way. I don't know why there are beds and things here, honestly. Because the beds and things here would indicate that they came here to escape everything, you know, after everything started going to hell. But at the same time, why would they be coming here, considering this place had already been infected with nanites before the temporal stuff? Wasn't it? Also, yes, bloody screw everything, I'm selling some crap. There. Inventory space. Go to hell. No. You did not see me, you did not notice me, at the very least, you don't care about me. Today is the Geist episode, and I don't care what it takes. We're exploring the Geist, we are getting all the Pamela boxes from the Geist. We are getting what we need from the Geist. So, when I saw there was a Pamela box here...
I watched today as our city serenely floated away from the Eden cluster. Emma was very afraid. I told her I would make sure she was safe.
So actually separated from the rest of the planet. And what do you mean floated away? How does a city float away? Are we like in the air? Are we in the ocean? Details, Pamela, details. I still love how people get completely turned into, like, these nanite creatures of things and whatnot, and yet I can completely find a... Wow, you're a special one, aren't you? You're a special-looking chest from the looks of you. So I've managed to find a tribonite helmet and chest piece, just casually lying around, maybe from before this place got infected to all hell and back. And now where am I? Some form of cafe place? Still want to know why there's bodies here. Especially ones like that. Again, wouldn't they just get converted into nanite versions? Or at the very least, wouldn't the nanites have just eaten them to pieces, considering that's what the nanites seem to do?
You've just entered the communication array.
Okay.
I detect a powerful energy disturbance ahead. I'd recommend you prepare for the worst.
I don't even know what you are. Yeah, I have...
This unit is not permitted.
I have never seen these before. Wait, where'd all my power go? Yeah, the little robot is draining my power. Can't target me if you... Why can you see me? Oh, I will be resisting all I like, pal. I have never seen you before in my life. I have no idea what you are. And frankly, I am terrified. So terrified, in fact, that as of right this second, we're doing that. Oh, what did I just say? I'm resisting with all my bloody might. Because you are something... I'm not allowed through. I am stuck. I am stuck. Disappear. Whew. Whew. I don't... what? Okay. Okay. Enhance. And... attack. It's still not dead. I have hit it with 3 enhanced shot. 3 enhanced Warden's Fists. And it's not dead. Oh, Jesus Christ. What the ever-loving hell in holy heaven, whatever, were you? If I can be so kind as to ask. Now let me guess. As I said, you were the one draining my power. Yep. Goodbye.
Now that you've eliminated the disturbance,
Yeah.
please input the components into the array mainframe.
You know what? You know what, Pamela? I'll give you full credit. I didn't think there was anything else you could throw at me in this game that I hadn't seen before. This was a nice surprise. You have my respect. You have my credit. Don't ever do it again. So, here we go.
Comms are back up. I can see and hear everything.
Yeah?
I need some time to process.
Huh.
Please return to the gene lab in Arc Medical. The cure synthesis is now complete.
Good. Good, I'll be sure to do that. As I say, thank you for the fight. I'd never experienced something like that before. Never make me experience it again. Especially when there's random mobs around as well. Well, I'm not sure if I'm glad or disappointed or annoyed at myself for taking a turn around. But maybe there are still other Pamela boxes to be found around in the Geist. I mean, there's plenty around in the world that we haven't discovered. I mean, while exploring, I just saw plenty in the Promenade, Arcadia. Frankly, the Garrison that we haven't seen before, so... yeah. Certainly no shortage of boxes. So before we go back to Arc Medical to continue with the story, we simply must explore the rest of the Geist. So many dead people. In many different ways. The heck? There's working whatchamacallits here? Well, if that's the case, best grab all the upgrade cells that I can. And now we have stalkers on our tail. Wait, they're stalkers, right? The thing we just fought was like a nanite stalker. We're not going to be it's not just going to be like nanite stalkers or stuff now, is it? Please don't say it is. I mean, all I want to do is find Pamela boxes so that we can discover more of the lore on this place. Is that so much to ask for? Too much crap. There's too much crap for me to loot. For me to loot. But I must keep on doing it. But I must keep on doing it. Because it's a habit. Because it's a habit.
Jacob came in very late. He was yelling incoherently. He had trace amounts of blood on his knuckles. Emma hid in her office.
Yeah, that's when he became infected. Well, here's another one.
The Western Nanite Containment Tower has been destroyed. 31 people were killed. Garrison is attempting recovery efforts.
Huh. What were they killed by? How did it explode or die or whatever? If you don't mind my asking, Pamela. Oh, for Jesus Christ. Look, this is the one right outside Nakasa Robotics, right? Yes. There. All the crap is gone. I can start looting properly. Easily. Without worry or problem. Okay, I don't want to know how he is balancing a box perfectly on top of him, but I'm not going to question it. Alright. Okay. So. Geisty, geisty, geist. Back to the place where I ran away from. And you are hopefully not going to fill my inventory full of absolute junk and crap immediately, and you're going to be sensible and give me crafting materials instead. You know, those things I might actually use. And money. Lots of money. Hello, Pamela. Nice to see you again. To see you again, nice.
Nanite concentrations have become lethal in Western Oasis. Garrison has set up a containment barrier.
Exactly my point. Actually, given the process of events, I suppose it's possible that people were already hiding out here, trying to avoid the mad people. You know, before everything went to hell. And seriously? Because if you look at this place, for example, it definitely looks more like this medical center was set up before everything went to hell. Are you bloody serious? I can't pick that up. It's a bloody upgrade core plus. God damn it. Well, we found ourselves another big nanite container. Shame I can't really loot the damn thing. I just gotta remember it's here. In case I ever need to loot a whole bunch of crap to sell off for money. So is it possible that the people who are kind of, you know, bona fide, best way to put it, are people that already died before everything? If that makes sense? Because we know the nanite cluster, the nanite containment field thing becomes lethal. But do we know what that actually means, other than the fact it just hurts you? I'm assuming stalkers can't come into the geist at this point. Because they don't seem to have been acknowledging me very much. Especially given the time of day it is. And the fact they seem to only spawn at night. Alright, where the Christ am I now? Geist. I'm still in the Geist, am I? Augment key, shatterproof. You know what? Thank you. So we're now at some sort of shop that existed in the Geist before it all went to hell. I'm gonna get fat from eating all these snacks. Jesus Christ, you made me jump then with the way you were just sitting there. What's that around your neck? Not anything I can interact with. Got it. And the screen just bugged, meaning save the game. Oh, and there we go. Fixed. What's going on? Okay, that's a save. And a restart, please. Alright, so, after considering things a little, I have come to the conclusion that it might be best for us to just leave at this point, the Geist, because currently we're in a place which isn't even on the map, which means it's a new place they added, and that's a bloody cryocore. I feel like taking it, if only just to sell it, but at the same time I don't need the money. This is definitely getting to places which looks like we should go to, but we don't need to yet. Because there's even an entire upstairs section. Yeah, okay. Let's go see what the cure is all about. I've been looting for an hour now. It's time to go. Here we go.
By mid-afternoon, 53.5% of the population is afflicted. I am unable to quiet the hate and fear in the neural network.
That sounds better than I initially thought it would, considering it's only 50-odd%. Then again, that's actually probably quite a lot, considering you still have about 30 frames to go, don't you? An arc wielder? Really? I already have the greed version, which I'm thinking of getting rid of anyway. For the reasons I mentioned at the beginning of this damn episode. Look, I picked up the cryocore. That's the second one I've come across, just sitting on the floor. I've picked it up, it's done. Good riddance. You know, didn't I say something about just leaving now? And not worrying about anything else? Pretty sure I did. But then it turns out that they just massively expanded upon the Geist. And that there's so much around here to see. And loot. Mostly loot. In fact, now that I think about it, isn't this literally just where I was? Yes. Yes, it actually is just where I was. I'll take that. Thank you very much. I'm glad I kept searching and didn't bother listening to myself about all that crap about going on and continuing with the storyline.
Garrison broadcasts an emergency alert requiring all citizens to head to emergency shelters. I helped to relay it to the citizens.
Can we actually find survivors in these emergency shelters that you talk about? Do they actually exist, or are they actually just all dead? Alright then. Now, actually listening to my advice, I say as I already go off course in record time from doing what I said I'm doing. Nope, we're going back. We're going back. Here we are inside that looks like a cronial converter. There's so much gear around the damn place. And I'm guessing this is just outside of Arch.Medical, isn't it? Meaning, let's unlock the door. Excellent. One nice open door straight to Arch.Medical. Glorious. And you know what else is at Arch.Medical? A recycler.
It seems as though the rest of the Eden cluster knew what was going on here all along. Why didn't they come to help?
To prevent it from...
Please hurry to the gene lab.
They did it to prevent them from catching it to... Wait a moment. Are the Seekers owned by the other members of, like... You know what I mean, right? Oh my god, that's a revelation and a half. Something tells me the gene lab is going to have been sabotaged. And that we're going to need to do something else.
I've scanned the networks and have learnt the terrible truth.
Which is?
Our city has been quarantined, and according to security protocols, I was locked out of all integral systems.
Makes sense.
The reason why we've been quarantined is that curing this affliction is impossible. Once the disease has taken hold, there is only death.
Huh.
The only hope is to create a vaccine, saving those that are not yet infected. To do so, I will need to test the vaccine on an uninfected patient, and you are the only one left alive in the city. The vaccine has a 39% chance of success. Your body may succumb to the affliction, or you may prove resilient and survive the process. If you survive, I am authorized to transfer your consciousness to vessel in another city, free from the horrors that have overcome this one. If you do not, then I am truly sorry for having put you through this. I have other orders as well. Whether the vaccine is successful or not, I am to annihilate the city's purification procedures. We can't take any chances of this disease spreading to the new world. I wish I didn't have to for this choice upon you. I never wished for any of this. When you're ready, please enter the cryo bay. Whatever happens next, there's no going back.
Wait. Wait. Are we literally at the end of the game now? Wait. Really? Have I just finished the game? No. No. Really? I mean, first things first, we've got to check out the new augments, but... Really? But there's so many Pamela boxes we still haven't discovered. And we never once set foot in the origin station. Really? This is it? Let's just have a quick look at the new augments. Here they are. Enduring. Less health equals less damage. A neural implant is embedded in the pain center of the brain, increasingly blocking the sense of pain when it detects damage. So the less health we're on, the less damage we take. And shatterproof means we're a lot less likely to break a bone, which I haven't done in this game already. So, yeah, let's just purchase one of that augment. Gee, I'm really stuck now. Do I just go into one of the cryo bases under the assumption it's the end of the game, or should I try and find all these Pamela boxes?
Jacob disconnected a major communication relay from my mainframe. I can no longer access the security system.
Because there's plenty of these Pamela boxes here in the promenade. I mean, the promenade was one of the biggest places I searched for crap. I mean, literally right here.
Research is being done into the affliction. It is certain that the A2C1 booster is a component. I assist in the research as much as possible.
But I thought we were going to save Eden. And now you're just telling me that we're just leaving it to die?
Emma discovers Jacob attempting to disconnect more relays and confronts him. Emma is seriously hurt as Jacob flees. I tried to contact emergency responders.
I'm sure you would, Pamela.
At 22:34, I stopped receiving updates from Archangel Garrison. Emma sets up a blanket next to my servers, planning to stay the night.
Yeah, that makes sense, given the fact you might be safer there, so...
Massive damage is detected in the sci-neutral network.
If you have any
attempts to repair are unsuccessful.
Yeah, I can imagine attempts to repair would be unsuccessful. I just need to go to a cryo bay now.
The overwhelming fear and pain is becoming too great. An indiscernible amount of the population has already died.
Yeah, that makes sense. It is a pretty nasty affliction. And if I'm not mistaken, it's genetic-based, isn't it? Making it kinda even worse.
I play music for Emma, while she attempts to soothe the pain and confusion I am feeling.
Here's one.
System is operating at 32% efficiency, unable to connect to most servers. Jacob is standing at the entrance to the mainframe.
And
I imagine what 12 would say if he saw how unstable I had become. I wish to receive maintenance.
is there anyone left to give you maintenance? See what I mean about so many Pamela boxes we're just missing?
Emma's heartbeat is exceptionally fast. Jacob's silhouette has strange inconsistencies. I ask him if he needs medical attention.
And he doesn't reply? You gotta admit, these houses do look very nice. I'm legitimately just concerned with just trying to find all the Pamela boxes now. If all we're doing is going to a cryo bay and ending everything. It can't be that simple, can it? No, we're likely gonna die in the process. I bet that's what happens. It'd certainly be easier if I had all the passcodes to these various places, though.
Anguish. The emotion I felt as Jacob's head twitched, his hands leaving Emma's throat.
Yeah. Thought that's what would happen. Although, to be fair, when you got places like this, it's not surprising Arcadia is bloody the living space, you know?
Watching Jacob stand over Emma, for the first time all processes stopped. I am unsure how much time passed.
I also wonder if these living spaces were for just a singular person or multiple people. Because it definitely looks like if, under the right circumstances, they could house multiple people. The annoying bit is that I got something like 10 remaining, and I'm definitely not gonna find all 10 of them, am I? Because I'm pretty sure there are some hidden behind doors which I can't see. Or get to.
A fearful emotion causes me to overload a battery bank nearby, and lock the bulkhead to the room. Jacob convulses and stops moving.
Yep, and that's how your parents died. Pamela, how are you ready to become the anime protagonist of the year? And there's even one in here.
Attempts to communicate with Emma failed. I tried for 93 minutes.
You really wanted your mother back, didn't you, Pamela? And it's not even like you can physically do anything because you're a robot. Oh god, that makes it even worse.
RAM opens communication. I end the transmission immediately.
Come on, it's the last 10. Can you not give me something more conclusive than that? Hello?
I attempted to transmit for help, using every channel available to me. There are no answers.
Yeah, that is what would happen if you were completely shut off. So, it's kind of when you go into these houses in Arcadia, you realize how desperate people became in the end, isn't it? There was one over here. I remember there was one over here. Pretty sure there was at least one over here. Here you are.
3 days have passed. The empty eyes of Emma bring forth uncontrollable emotions. I try to focus on other tasks, but Eden has already fallen apart.
Yeah. Isn't there one here?
5 more days have gone by. The system is operating at 22% efficiency. I can no longer bear the emotions coming from the neural network.
Here we are.
Observing Eden now is like looking through a small pinhole, the cold blackness crushing all.
Poetic, Pamela, poetic. I kind of have to wonder now, considering it says there's 5 left, whether there's like more than 156 of the Pamela boxes stationed around Eden. Because I am pretty sure I know the location of at least 5 of the things. Probably. Especially as we've never even set foot in the Origin Station. If we go to the Origin Station, we're more than likely going to find at least 5 of the bloody things. Look, there's one right there.
I have terminated the feed to the mainframe. I can no longer bear to see how I have failed.
Fair.
9 days since I have been alone. I can no longer bear the emptiness, and have resolved to find any way to re-establish human contact.
So that's why you awakened me. In this hellscape. Because you were lonely.
In some archives, I find a map of cryostations used by Ark. I run 183 simulations to decide what to do. 182 come back negative for using the stations.
And so you work on the one that is positive, being me. I mean, credit to you, I am awesome, but still. Hello?
I have decided to ignore the simulations and use the last of my resources to unthaw a sleeper.
And that's why I'm here? Hello?
It is done. My resources are dwindling. Please find me.
Yeah. There were definitely more than 156 of those things. And so to the developers, I must say thank you for doing that. Because trying to find 150 of those things, all in their own specific locations, would have been a bloody nightmare. But what happens if I click another one? Does anything happen? No. No, it doesn't. We found them all. They are all done. Well. You know what? This entire journey started in Arc Medical. It would be somewhat poetic if it ends there, too. I'm not sure what's going to happen now, actually. Does the game just end? Are we done? Did I ever click this one? Don't think it matters anyway, so... Well, I'm glad I went around the place collecting all the echoes for the end of the for the very end, though. If we're going to go into cryostasis, should probably do it on a full stomach. This is kind of disappointing now, because of the fact I've just done all the research into all the weapons, about all the stuff, and now it's going to end? Is it really? Is that literally my last mission? Enter Cryo Bay. It is indeed. I mean... Okay. Time of death. 17, like 13-ish, probably. 12, 13. 13. I am told to level up. I mean, sure. Oh! Now I know what it means by enter the cryo bay. It means the cryo bay that's actually in the bloody gene lab. That makes sense. Why did I think it would be here? I knew there was a cryo bay in the gene lab, and it was weird that I couldn't do anything with it. Right. Then. Enter the cryo bay. Guess this is it. I'm gonna put on the Mega Armor, because I like the Mega Armor. I'm gonna put on the Arc Wielder, because I much prefer the Arc Wielder. Now I'm just stalling, because we're done. I mean, let's have myself a bit of coffee just before going... You know what? I'm about to die. I deserve some alcohol. And a chocolate bar. Let's do this. I just realized it had my fan on this.
Procedures initialized. There's no turning back.
Okay, so something disconnected with my computer and the game crashed just as we entered the cryo bay. So hopefully we're going to do this again. Nothing's going to go wrong and we can properly watch the cutscene.
Purification procedures initialized. There's no turning back.
Oh, Jesus!
I never wished for any of this. To see my city burn. Thank you for everything. Goodbye.
I did not expect that ending. With it just everything blowing up, and then we get the image of it slowly sinking into the sea. Jeez! Well, it's been a long time coming, but it's nice to finally see the ending and how everything went. Again, thank you for including more than 156 Pamela boxes so we can actually see everything easily. But still... wow!
Wake up.
I thought I died. Oh. Huh. Well. That's the end of Pamela. I mean, I'm only missing like 2 achievements, and so that's not really worth anything over, so... But, yeah, that's the end of Pamela. Just, wow, I never thought I'd see the day. I enjoyed this game a lot, and... I've played it... As I say, this is the 3rd time I've made a series on it in the channel, so... Wow, Well, I need a new series next week, so yeah. Well, I guess for now it looks like... What can I say, everyone, other than thank you all for joining me today? I have been your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I hope to see you all again next time. But, well, not next time, because that's the last time, but yeah, you get the idea. So I'm afraid that until whenever I next see you, it looks like it's time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.